I don't feel safer.
No.
Yeah, I feel like this is a scary ass place now, and I don't want to live here anymore.
I think it's
Too many
cool.
ghosts.
Yeah.
I love it. I mean, I've been.
Have you hung out with a ghost for like fucking how many years? Like,
Oh yeah,
I've been
we got
hanging
that
out
on
with
our
ghosts.
First episode,
I've been hanging out with ghosts my whole life.
Yeah.
So you
So-
worked with them too.
Yeah, but like
your time.
I've been a lot. Like growing up, we moved a ton of different places. Growing up, we
Fair.
moved all over the place. I've been in a lot of different cities, and Sarasota is by far one of the weirdest cities I've spent time in. But I don't want to go anywhere because I'm like, this is cool.
it is cool.
It's pretty cool.
Like, this isn't like anything haunted, but Sarasota is so magical-esque. We have little doors, little fairy doors. You know this? Scattered all throughout town. If you look on the ground when you're walking down Main Street,
Yeah.
there are fairy doors on the buildings.
What?
Yeah, dude. They're all over the place. And
What weird art project was this?
Are you sure they're not just mail slots?
I'm on it. No,
Just
they're-
mailboxes, dude.
I wish we could pull it up, but it's literally they're this. I assume it's an artist,
Okay.
and
I hope so.
they
Yeah.
paint these little doors, and it's supposed to look like something. It's literally
pretty
just,
cool.
and
They
it's
do
that's like
it.
the bikes all
all
over the
throughout. Exactly. So it's a weird artsy town. I don't know if you guys have heard this, but through living here, I've heard that this Sarasota is the place where magic people of the world come to heal, who have gone through the hardest times right before they go on some expedition or some trip. So it's an international gateway for sure, but like specifically, it's one of those towns. That's why there's like circus people, and it's so artistic and so mystical, and literally Mystic Junkies is here in Sarasota. So there may be something to all of
Something
this.
to that.
There's something to all of this, but I've heard that like this is where magic people come. It's like Mount Shasta, and that. Have you guys heard of Mount Shasta?
The dynasty.
Soda?
In California, there's this place where it's a small town about the size, a little smaller than Sarasota, but it's supposed to be another magic hotspot of the world. And it is on this mountain where there's supposed to be like alien sightings. There's civilization. We should do an episode on Mount Shasta, actually.
Yeah. absolutely.
There's alien sightings. There's supposed to be different civilizations that have worked there. They're like secrets to the universe. But from a metaphysical standpoint, it's one of the chakras of the world.
Oh.
So it's a healing hotspot. And Sarasota is supposed to be also one of those
It's a spiritual
spots.
vortex,
Yes.
supposedly,
So-
with a chakra aligning vortex somewhere
Exactly.
on Siesta Key.
Exactly.
And, which I found funny, they're the only note that they, like, a Harvard geologist, or from the Department of Harvard Geology Department, did a study and just found out that it was 99.0% quartz crystal is our sand, you know. So
That's
they say
healing.
that and that it was funny how they worded this, because at first I'm like, and then right after the quote it was like, and quartz is a power mineral and energetic amplification to subtle energies. And I'm like, I don't think Harvard said that. You know, so, but they put it like right after it. I'm like, I had to just say, I'm like, no, Harvard from hippie.
Yeah, different
Yeah.
accent.
That is
yeah.
definitely hippie, for
Crystal.
sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
Well, supposedly, there, you know, this is all just a giant like energy, because we got quartz crystal out there, and it's an energy vortex, just amplifying all these mystical energies and stuff. And yeah, supposedly somewhere.
Is that why my Wi-Fi doesn't work sometimes? I'm getting tired of this shit. Fucking ghosts fucking up my Wi-Fi.
But it's so funny to hear all this stuff, because it's the visitors a lot of time who experience all this. But like, we hear your story. Well, you're from here too, though.
No,
So-
I wasn't born here.
You
but
weren't
I've been
born here?
since I was like 8 or 9.
Okay,
I was birthed
but like the
here.
people who are born here are like,
I was shoved out into the world here.
but you're also very cool with
Out of a
anything
vortex.
weird, anything strange.
I don't.
Like you're
I
just
just don't
like,
ever see anything. But I also never saw any fights when I was in high school. So I don't.
Do you think
they
maybe
happened, but
you
I
saw
never
things when
anything.
you were growing up, and then you got so used to seeing it that like you just don't acknowledge it anymore? That you're just
No.
No,
Let's see. I'm
no.
trying to remember the first time I smoked pot.
oh.
That's when I stopped tuning into the world.
Well, on
so
the aliens-
16.
shit. Like I've seen some fucking weird alien.
I've seen
shit
alien
in the
stuff
skies.
here.
I don't not ghost stuff.
Did you
though.
guys get my text message I sent you guys in the Mystic Junkies group text of that bodybuilder who posted that alien footage here recently? No, Jason. I think his name is Jason Hughes. He's a bodybuilder who lives here in Sarasota. He used to have a store on Main Street. I don't know if he still does. But he posted on his Instagram a live video one time. I never followed up. I don't know the validity, but
Let's get him on the pod.
I think we should, honestly, of his whole family experiencing seeing like some type of something going over. What is that? I can't remember the hotel. One of the hotels down the street. Maybe it was a loft. They were outside and they saw a spaceship up in the sky. I wish you guys would have saw that video because you guys would have thought it was cool. But like just recently, that was within a couple of months ago that someone saw aliens here.
Yeah, I've seen a few spaceships. One time, I think I told this on the podcast before. I thought it was spaceships.
UFOs.
And we all ran out to the beach and we were like, oh my God, spaceships. And we looked like a little bit down the beach and they were doing one of those like lantern things. And it was like sad family just like lighting lanterns for like one of their dead ones. And we're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then we looked over at them
too.
and they were like, yeah, you need to leave. I was like, we're going to get out of here. Sorry about that.
Not for you guys.
Our condolences. But yeah, I've seen some weird stuff, but nothing like, spiritual.
Yeah, never spiritual.
But maybe
stuff.
I'm just, dead inside. I don't fucking know.
Into it.
You know what I mean? Like I'm probably gonna,
I hope that within the next couple of years, being on this podcast, having to talk about this stuff all the time, you're just gonna start hanging out with ghosts as well. That's what I can hope for you.
I don't know if they'll accept me. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you can make them laugh, I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna be afraid to make a ghost laugh, because then they like you, and then they'll just stick around. You know what I mean?
I mean, become friends with a
Back, like,
ghost.
possessed.
That'd be a cool,
If I
familiar
come back
to have.
possessed, no, I killed that night. Okay.
now you have to like share your body with a ghost half the time.
Maybe that's what happened on Thursday. I was just fucking channeling some possessed spirit.
You were possessed.
Yelling at everybody like, ah.
This building has some history too.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Oh yeah, this thing's changed hands millions of times. It seems.
You guys ever hear like super late and it just feels different, like, and there's like a little spooky vibe to it, especially in the back. Like when I'm here late, sometimes I'm just creeped out. Yeah.
Ooh, maybe all these drunks that act up and start being crazy are just being possessed because they're really easily taken over.
I like that.
Yeah, it was a
Blame it
bar.
on the ghosts, guys, when you get
Horse
kicked
feathers
out.
or
Stabbed
something?
in here, yeah.
Yeah.
Did he die?
Yeah.
I had a
think
gun
so.
pointed out at me when I walked out that door once when it was the Silver Cricket.
Yeah, not anytime recently.
No. This was no.
Not anytime
not
recently.
It was the Silver Cricket before this, or a couple other things. But yeah, I just came to see a show, and I remember walking out. Like a big fight started across at the other place, and I just walk out. I'm like, what is going on? And this young cop just all of a sudden pulls his gun and just aims it at me and then aims it at everybody around trying to disrupt it. And then I just see some dude come busting out the door from across, and they just, all these cops just fucking tased the fuck out of him. Just fell right out. Just fell right out. But yeah, that was the first time I've ever had a gun pointed at me. And it was by a cop too. So, weird.
I
didn't do anything. You know what?
I had a gun pointed at me when we were filming a sketch one time, and I thought it was a fake gun, and the guy, it was a real gun. He just brought it, and it was loaded and everything.
Jesus.
And he had it pointed right at my chest, and I was like, this is fucking heavy. This is like a good prop gun. He's like, no, it's loaded, man. I was like, what the fuck are you doing right now?
Right? Oh, safety's on.
Former Marine, by the way. He should have known better.
Of course.
Didn't that just happen in a movie and some guy ended up actor ended
Alec
up
Baldwin.
killing?
Alec
Yeah,
Baldwin. Yeah.
This shit's no good.
Yeah, he is now
Guys, we got any more? Are we done? Do we juice it
I
all?
think that's the juice,
So do you
man.
guys think Sarasota, there's something to all of this? I mean,
Maybe.
we just kind of threw it out there. Do you
I like
believe?
the quartz crystal
Do you
idea of like
believe?
some kind of energy here.
Yeah, I
Is
like
there
that as
something?
well because we
Maybe
have
the
been
Irish are
spared
just immune
many,
to
many
it.
times with hurricanes.
You know what
I'm
I mean?
Irish.
They
I
say
don't
that.
think so. I'm Irish.
Yeah, but
And a
how
friend of
much?
mine saw in the Gator Club, you know Johnny, right? He don't work there anymore, but he used to bartend there. He's seen spirits, apparitions in the Gator Club.
Yeah.
Upstairs and stuff.
I can
Way
see
haunted.
I believe
I'm
that.
sure a lot of people died
I'm
in
down
that
with it.
building.
Yep.
back in the day.
So do you
in the
believe?
I do believe, and I want to see too.
I do too.
We should go on a ghost hunt.
We should.
Can we do that as
Like
we
a
can
Mystic
Or the,
Junkies
or
ghost
the
hunt.
UFO
Totally.
or the UAE,
We can
UAP.
bring
Yeah.
out the
UAP.
meters and the recorders.
We
Yeah.
should give a ghost tour, and then all of us commentating, and then sell tickets for people to just join us and listen to all the stuff that we have to say.
I like that.
Right?
I
Comical
like
ghost
that
tour.
idea.
Yeah.
We'll take you round Sarasota.
Creep you
Try to
out
make you laugh and
you
make you
know?
cry.
And scared, yeah.
Yeah. Scare the shit out of you and then make you feel better with jokes.
Tweety, you believe?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think that there's definitely a lot of spirits and stuff that are hanging out in this town. This is an old town,
Mm-hmm. It's an
so
old
A
magic
lot
town.
of top of a lot of dead bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. Well, we did it, guys.
we did do
We
it.
got through it. Sarasota,
Spooky.
come join us.
share with us your
Sarah
stories.
DeSota.
You can
Yeah.
connect with us on social media. You can find us on Instagram at McCurdy's Comedy Official. You can find us on TikTok at Mystic Junkies. You can find us on Facebook at McCurdy's Comedy Theater. Send us an email at mysticjunkies@gmail.com. We
Yeah.
want to hear from you. We want to hear what kind of weird topics that you think of. And if you think we're wrong, also tell us that. We want to argue with you as well.
Yeah, we'll argue.
Don't forget to check out my OnlyFans. No, I don't have one of those. No.
Thank you so much for listening.
Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.